Lightning. One of nature's light shows. Spectacular, bright, and loud. It's very loud. It's one of the few things in nature that can scare the shit out of you without actually hurting you. Most of the time. Nature and its phenomena are pretty weird when you really think about it. From things like giant moving ice mountains, giant whooshy cylinders made of wind, the ground getting Parkinson's, the sky deciding to rain down ice cubes, and a bunch of other weird stuff. But what if I told you it can get weirder? Have you ever been jump scared by lightning? Whether that was when you were a small child, scared of loud, spooky noises, or if you're still afraid of them now as a grown-ass adult. Yep, pussy. There is one form of lightning that's not often talked about. Ball Lightning is a comedy movie made in 1979 in Czechoslovakia. It has pretty decent ratings on IMDb, but ball lightning is also one of the weirdest occurrences in nature that you'll probably ever hear about. So, what makes a ball lightning a lightning ball? Their characteristics is as follows. They appear to be a sphere or a ball-like object, go figure. Their size can range from 1 centimeter to 100 centimeters, or in some cases even much larger, we'll get to that later. Move rather slowly at a few meters per second, but can erratically dart from one direction to another at a moment's notice, or even remain motionless. It's often described their movement is unpredictable, is hot. Wow, look at that. Can pass through doors, walls, and windows, either leaving them damaged or completely unharmed. Can usually last for a few seconds or a little over a minute, and leaves a distinct odor of sulfur, ozone, or nitrogen oxides. After looking at all these characteristics, I can definitively say this thing is a little weird. There's a lot of theories that try to explain what these things are and where they come from or how they're made, anywhere ranging from the core of the ball being an electrically charged solid metal core, to the hypothesis that the ball is made of nanoparticles and each particle acts as a battery. Nikola Tesla thought that the balls were just rare types of hot gas. But to this day, nobody can really prove or disprove that ball lightning is real or not. But there have been enough reportings throughout history for me to still want to talk about it. It's kind of weird. It's kind of cool. You know, it's a ball made of lightning. Come on, it's kind of cool. Come on. Here's a case of balls of lightning being very, very frightening. In 1638, in ᶠṕ Devon, England, known as the Great Thunderstorm, witnesses described an 8-foot fiery giant ball near a church where people were partaking in an afternoon service. The ball was described as ripping through a window and tearing part of the roof off, dislodged large stones off the church walls, smashing the wooden support beams, destroyed different types of furniture and the pews, basically just trashed the place, nearly destroying the whole church, and leaving a foul phosphorus-like smell. Of the 300 worshippers present, 4 were killed, either being touched directly by the ball or being killed by the debris, and another 60 were injured. The eyewitnesses then report the ball splitting into 2 segments, one leaving through the window and another disappeared deep inside the church. Naturally, because it looked like fire and smelled like sulfur, the people explained away this event like it was the work of the devil, saying that they weren't praying hard enough. Some of the people there even blamed it on a couple of guys who were reportedly playing cards during the whole mass. Moral of the story is, don't play cards in church. Otherwise, God sends a fireball that smells like ass, kills a bunch of your friends, injures the rest, and destroys your place of worship, but that's neither here nor there. There's a bunch of other reported sightings, but I want to keep this video short and to the point. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about this was because it's of particular interest to me. Now, you see, I have experienced ball lightning. Probably. I was about 14 at the time. I was being tutored by my neighbor since my exams were coming up. We were in the living room, you know, chilling. When I saw outside the window, there was this dim light outside. It was raining at the time, so I probably thought it was just lightning. But it wasn't like other types of lightning because the light started faint, dimly. Then it started to gradually become brighter and brighter. I didn't actually see the thing, since my view was obscured by the tree outside, and it appeared like the object was above the roof. So the light got brighter and brighter, and even my tutor started to take notice. This all happened in the course of over 5 seconds. At the end, it was as bright as a regular lightning flash, and then suddenly, boom, flash, crack, we both got spooked. Not much louder than a regular thunder crack, but because of how the light acted, I could have sworn it was not regular lightning. I could also recall a foul stench. Now, at the time, I didn't exactly know what sulfur smelled like, so I cannot confirm if it was sulfur, but it was certainly not pleasant. Needless to say, after experiencing one of the most obscure, unnatural, and undocumented occurrences in nature, I did what any child would do in my circumstances. My tutor told me to shut the fuck up, go back to studying, and act like it never happened. And then I proceeded to fail the exam. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about this weird thing that was rattling around in my head. Thank you for anybody who was watching. And I hope you learned something new today. And have a good one.
Yeah.
Czechoslovakia? Czechoslovakia. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.